Hey, welcome to my office. So behind me, you'll see a lot of books, and you'll also see a lot of Frisbees. So I get asked quite a bit by kids, how many Frisbees do I have? Probably 500, give or take. A lot of them are for Davy. A lot of them are for disc golf, and I also have quite a bit of Zephyrs and Macanis, which are for accuracy and teaching beginners disc golf. Also quite a few freestyle discs and ultimate discs, and you can see Davy kind of sniffing around in the background there. So I spent the last 2 days at Condor School, which is a small rural school just outside of Red Deer in Alberta, Canada, and had a great time doing Frisbee workshops, working with kids, reading books, just hanging out with them. Really, I really like being a part of the community. So instead of just going to a school and teaching Frisbee, I want it to be much more about a sport. I want Frisbee to be my vehicle, but ultimately I want to really have an impact on the kids by talking to them about, spending less time on technology, being kind, acceptance, differences, 10,000 hours, determination, things like that. So had an amazing time, but something that, really struck me when I got home. So this was about a 2-hour drive back to Calgary where I live. And when I got home, Dave and I crashed on the bed for a couple hours, just completely exhausted. I was outside in the sun pretty much every day, both days teaching Frisbee, working with kids all day, every day, from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. And so something that has really struck me over the last couple of years since I started being a motivational speaker, and 99.9% of the time I am in schools working with kids. And so I really get to be around a lot of kids, meet a lot of teachers, meet a lot of phys ed teachers, meet a lot of principals. So I get to see a whole range of skills and abilities. Granted, I'm not in the classrooms, but you have a pretty good sense of teachers, how they are just when they're around the kids. And you learn a lot. You hear a lot when you're in the staff room, when you're in the lunchroom, the way that the teachers talk about students and parents and other teachers as well. So there's a lot of gossip that goes on there. But something that I really wanted to just talk about a little bit, really just a big shout out to teachers in general. It's an extremely exhausting job. When I have full bookings, when I'm going 5 days a week, I'm so exhausted. And I mean, I wouldn't say that my job is tougher than a teacher's job. For sure, it's on par with some teachers' jobs. I know some teachers have told me that what I do is harder because I'm constantly meeting new kids all the time. I don't really get to develop that relationship. Sometimes that's good because kids don't tend to act up as much with me. And I'm also kind of the fun uncle. I come in and I get to, play Frisbee with them. Because sometimes, when teachers have developed a relationship with kids will take advantage of that, and they know what they can get away with. They know what buttons to push. So I've had some teachers say that, my job is tougher than their job. I'm not going to claim that to be true, because I know when I do work 5 days a week, I'm exhausted, like I said. And for teachers to do that, 5 days a week all the time, I really admire that. And in an ideal world, I would be booked 5 days a week, I think. But at the same time, I really do need to work on growing my business, work on growing the sport of flying disc. And if I'm booked 5 days a week, I don't really get a lot of time to do that. Evenings for sure, but I'm exhausted if all I'm doing is in schools teaching Frisbee and talking to kids. So really just respect teachers. I mean, there are some amazing teachers, more good teachers than bad teachers for sure. But just really want to give a shout out to teachers because you work, very, very long days. A lot of the schools I'm at, I'll typically hang out till, a few hours, not a few hours. Sometimes I've actually been at schools a few hours after, just hanging out with teachers. And there's been, like last night, there was a barbecue. So I was at the school till about 6:30. But typically I'll stay 15, 20, 30 minutes after. I'm never in a rush to get to the school. I want to make sure that I talk to the principal, clean up anything, make sure that everything's set. Just have a sort of a post-mortem with them, just quickly go over anything. And I always like to get a picture with the principal as well, just to really thank them for having me and giving me the opportunity. Because let's be real, it's not, they may, after I've been there, they may say it's been a real privilege, it's been an honor having you, but for me, it's the other way around. It's a real privilege for them to invite me into their school. They don't have to book me. They don't have to pay me. They don't have to have me in as a guest speaker. A lot of these schools are taking a risk because they've never had someone like me come in. What I offer is very unique. There's a lot of speakers that come in for half hour, 45 minutes or an hour and talk, and that's it. And so I do my talk, but I also run Frisbee workshops the whole day. And so a lot of PE teachers are they're very patient because I'm coming in and teaching their gym classes basically for the whole day. Some PE teachers like that. Some go off and do their own thing. Some treat that as a break and an opportunity to just chill out. And other PE teachers are super involved, and I've learned a lot from a lot of gym teachers about different games to play with kids and just really how to have a lot of fun with them. Davy's gotten bored and he's laid down. So Davy loves to find spots to sleep. Sometimes they're really weird spots. I mean, he's laying on top of, there's a couple bags, there's a disc golf basket, a couple hoodies. You can see all the discs behind him. He knows. He wants me to tell him to do something. That's why he's so attentive. He's just waiting for me to tell him to do something. If I'm like, Davy, let's go. Ready? That was kind of mean. Now he thinks that we're going for a walk or we're going for a run or something. No, enough. So anyway, this is my office. Just like I said, really wanted to give a shout out to teachers. And disc golf tournament all weekend, actually. So tomorrow I'm playing 2 rounds in singles. The Alberta Open, so it's the last sort of event of the Alberta Tour at Lloyd Park in Calgary, which is my favorite course. I've been playing there a ton. And on Sunday, we're playing doubles. My partner is Mark Dakov, who is a 2-time mini disc golf world champion. I'm super excited about that. Mark and I play a lot of disc golf together. We've gone on a lot of road trips together for tournaments, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Our team name is One-Time World Champions Need Not Apply. But the funny thing about that is, so I have 10 world championships in Frisbee. So I have 6 world championships in Skyhounds, which is a canine disc organization. I have 4 of those with Davy Whippet. I have 3 world championships in self-caught flight through the World Flying Disc Federation. Self-caught flight is one of the overall disc sports. And then I also have 1 world championship, and it's the WIFDIF disc golf overall title. So I'm not a PDGA disc golf world champion, but I'm a WIFDIF overall disc golf world champion, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I'm not really a specialist in any one sport. If I had to say I'm a specialist, I'd say in self-caught flight. But as far as overallers go, last summer I was the best disc golfer there, which was pretty exciting. So because of that, because I have multiple world championships, and Mark has 2 PDGA mini disc golf world championships, that's why our name is 1X, or One-Time World Champions Need Not Apply. So anyway, it'll be a lot of fun. Really hoping to play like I've been practicing the last couple weeks at Lloyd. I've been playing there a lot, been throwing very, very well. Shot a couple personal bests, tied the course record, had 1 eagle, a lot of other chances at eagles, quite a few really good putts. So really feeling good. I mean, the weather's supposed to be beautiful. So if I play like I know I can play, I know I can win tomorrow. And then Mark and I on Sunday, it's just going to be a lot of fun. I know we can win, but regardless, it just... he's a fun guy. So he used to live in New Zealand. He's been playing disc golf for a long time. Used to play Ultimate way back in the day in Calgary. Full of stories, just really, really super nice, genuine guy, and really honored to be his partner. He's one of the top disc golfers in Alberta, and I would say even in Canada for sure. And a few years ago, he actually came 7th at the PDGA World Championships in the Masters division. So fantastic disc golfer. I'm lucky to be his partner. And so definitely be sharing some vlogs from the weekend. I don't really know if I'll be walking around with my camera while we're playing. When I play disc golf, I really like to disconnect, and sometimes I'll even actually put my my phone in silent mode or airplane mode, just so people can't text or call or anything like that. I don't like interruptions. I like my mood on the course to be controlled by myself 100%. So if I have a bad shot, then it's up to me to fix my mood, to focus on the next shot, not worry about that shot. But I really don't want to have my mood impacted by something external. So if I get a text from somebody saying, you forgot something, or, just a negative text or even a positive text, I don't want to have that affect my mood. And so I'm out there for, a couple hours each round. Usually I'll check it in between rounds. You just never know, if there's a call coming in or something important. It's not life or death, but if there's something important coming in. But yeah, during the round, I really don't have it. I put it in airplane mode just, in case there's a really nice picture or something like that, or I want to take a video. I like to do that. But I'm not going to be walking around with my camera talking and vlogging. And maybe in the next, next couple weeks, I'll start getting to that point. But right now, I'm just getting into vlogging and getting more comfortable with it. And, I don't know. I'm just not comfortable yet sharing, conversations or being out there on the course with the selfie stick, talking to my buddies. And I say that now, and maybe because I've now shared it and got it off my chest, and I'm not maybe as uncomfortable about it anymore. We'll see. But it's just going to be a ton of fun. There's going to be a lot of disc golfers coming into town from Edmonton and Lethbridge and Red Deer. So anyway, hope you're having a great day, and I'll talk to you again soon.